Welcome back to Frontrunners Paintball. Today on Personalized Paintball, we're going to be going over how to make DIY stocks. So when most of us get our first T15, we get a stock like this. This is First Strike's free-floating stock. It's a really good stock. However, there's some drawbacks to it. First, it's a little bulky, and second, it can sometimes fail. And the last drawback that is sometimes a drawback, depending on who you ask, is literally everyone has this stock. And we want to be unique when we're on the paintball field. So what are we going to do? So we have our air tank. There's a few things we can do to it. First piece of advice I got is to try and put a koozie on it. I have this koozie right here, and honestly, this actually works. So it's not bad. You can tighten it, and it provides you traction here so it won't slip off. However, this just doesn't look amazing. It works, and it's cheap, but it doesn't look amazing. It's an option, though. So today, we're going to be showing you how to make stocks with bike tires. Now these are bike inner tubes that I have here and here. Here's a box that I got from it. This is a fat tire tube. This was about 20 bucks at Scheels. You can get these from literally anywhere, from Scheels all the way down to Walmart. Everyone has bike tubes because normally you have to replace them at some point. And we're going to be using the fat tire and the regular. So for reference, this is the fat tire. If you want, you can just simply slip this over, and it fits well, except it slides around a lot with barely any effort. And we don't want that. But it is helpful for just getting it on far, because the regular bike tube is very small in comparison, and we have to force it on a lot. So now we're going to show the two I've made so far. So you can slide this on just a little bit, or you can slide it on a lot. But the further you slide it down, the harder it gets. So we have this first option that it takes very little effort. First, you start with the fat tire tube. You slide it on as far as you want. Cut any excess down so that it gets exactly where you want it. And you put the regular tire tube over that to hold it in place. Now this isn't going anywhere, and the regular tire tube can keep it there. You have rubber right here, and if I did a better job cutting, that would look better. And you have a basic stock. This works great. It's not shiny, so it doesn't stand out anytime you're in the woods. For the regular tire, we're going to show exactly how to do this. Now this spin pattern is just from the tire. All I did is normally the lines are straight. I just twisted it. So let's show you how to get this on. All right, first, pardon the crotch view. It's the only way you're going to get what's going on. So we want to start with the fat tire. And we're going to slide this over. Next, we get a bit of the small bike tube. And you want to cut it to about where you want it to go. I'm going to try to get this up above the regulator, just so I always have excess to cut off. So we're going to cut this just past the regulator. Make this line as straight as possible. This is the one that you're judging everything off of. All right, next step. Want this in between your legs, so you have both your hands. Slide the fat tire as high as it can go without any lead over. With the piece we just cut, we're going to put our fingers inside and stretch it as much as possible. This might take a few tries, but eventually, once you stretch it enough, you'll get it to stay. From here, we can use the fat tire tube to help guide it and start pulling it down. I recommend using a 2x4 to kind of help you push, because this will hurt if you're just pulling it into your leg. Now, this is as far as I've gotten it so far. So anytime I started to get stuck, you fold this back up, push the fat tube underneath, and then roll it back down. That way you have more space to pull from. If you're running into any other issues at this point, try using isopropyl alcohol. That allows things to slide smoother. So you can either pour it down here or put it on the tank itself, or you can try boiling the tube itself. Boils, it'll be more malleable and it should be easier to slide. From this point, I'm going to cut the big tube so that it's easier to slide down more, and then we're going to keep going. All right, almost done. So this last little bit, I'm rolling it down past the big fat tube. Come on. Then pulling it back, and then rolling back over. That way there's more to pull from. When I'm pulling from here and the top at the same time, and then pulling straight down. Right. And with a lot of effort, here's our finished product. As you can see, you can pull it all the way up and cut little holes to make your regulator and your fill nipple exposed. Now, if you ever need to show your hydro date for whatever reason, you can pull this top part back and just roll it down and then pull it back over. However, there is a rumor going around that you don't need to hydro 13 CI tanks every 5 years. So keep that in mind. And finally, here's the last look at the tank. As you can see, the back is covered so that it doesn't slip. Got a nice little spiral, and still works. It's the most important part. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching the video. Like and comment for more, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.